Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the incredible Dr. Yukon Socket. So I earned that title, the Incredible, not because I'm like super great, but like the Incredible Hulk, I got startling rage issues. At least that's what my therapist tells me. So, anyways, I'm broadcasting today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing you a deck that I found over at the MTG Arena Zone, and it is there referred to as Mono Green Stompy, and apparently it picked up a record of 5-0 at some event recently. And I thought, yeah, I have not played Mono Green in a while. This one looks interesting, and I'll point out why. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what's new in technology and in the meta associated with Mono Green. So, so starting at the low end here, we got Blizzard Brawl, which every great Mono Green deck needs. It's so fantastic. I mean, it doesn't even need to be Mono Green because it's only a single green you need. What you do need, though, is snow-covered lands. But thankfully, there's plenty of that out there. You could do snow-covered in whatever color you want, but in this case, we are doing Mono Green. Secondly, and the reason why I thought this deck looks super interesting is because of Master's Rebuke. So it's slightly more expensive than Blizzard Brawl, but on the other hand, it's only 2 mana. It's not that big of a deal, and it's an instant. Take a look at that. An instant. It's an instant Blizzard Brawl. And the best thing about it is that your creature's not fighting. It just says target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker that you don't control. So that means that your creature's got no skin in the game. You're just killing something. There's no pluses. There's no indestructible, but something is dying. And the thing is, you can play it at instant speed on anybody's turn whenever you feel like it. So, amen, Master's Rebuke. So between the two of them, I'm really hoping we're just going to have some control finally out of a mono green deck. Pow, 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 pow. Just taking creatures out left and right, leaving the field open for a little walk-in action and beating up on the dude on the other side. We got Sculptor of Winter. We got she's an elven version of that one chick from what is it? What is it? The something away? That Disney movie about the snow girl. Anyways, there you go. So she's really a mana elf, is what she is. So assuming that you're playing with snow-covered lands, which as one does. So there we got some mana, some ramp going on right there. We got the Tangled Florahedron, which is a 1/1 for 2, or it can just be a land. But anyways, that is some ramp type action for you right there, because you could put out a land and play it as a creature. So it lets you, sure, it'll come in and you can't use it immediately, so it's technically a slow-ish sort of land, but you are getting essentially 1.5 lands out. Not really lands, but mana sources out in a turn, which is good. So ramp. We got Werewolf Pack Leader, who's a 3/3 for 2. That's the only thing you can do with green mana right there. That's what that'll get you. And the good thing about Werewolf Pack Leader is if you attack with 6 or more, total power amongst all the creatures you're attacking with, you get to draw a card for each of your pack leaders. And then if you happen to have 4 mana, you can turn its base toughness and power into 5/5, and it gains trample as well, or 5/3, and then trample. And it isn't a human. So anyways, these guys are growers. And they're really good because of that 2 mana right there. Probably because we're doing it's all 2 green mana specifically, which allows them to do a lot more than you would do normally. We got Jugan Defends the Temple. So so first thing you get is a 1/1 monk that's a mana monk, so it gives you a green mana potentially. So we got a little bit of ramp. On the next turn, you get to put out a 1/1 counter on up to 2 target creatures. Hopefully you'll have 2 target creatures. And on the last one, you get a 2/2 flyer. But then anytime you put any creatures on after it, you can pump whatever mana you can onto that creature into it as 1/1 counters. You just got to power it all down. So as long as you control 5 or more modified creatures, then this guy becomes a 7/7 with trample. And that would be fantastic. We got Kazandu Mammoth. Okay, so this guy is a land who could potentially become a 3/3 Mammoth. And then he's got landfall, so whenever you put a land in place, he gets +2/+2 till the end of turn. Kind of generic, kind of okay, but it's nice to have a mana that could do something else if you need it. We got the Old Growth Troll. These guys are just unstoppable, incredible hulks, right? You put them out, you cost 3, so you get a 4/4 for 3, much like the Werewolf pack leader being a 3/3 for 2. And he's got Trample, just right off the bat. At which point, then, if he dies, then he attaches as an enchantment to one of your forests, and that forest says, hey man, I'm going to tap this for 2 green mana. So we got some ramp going on. And anytime you could just pay 1 and sacrifice the land to create a 4/4 green troll warrior token with trample again. So he gets to come back from the grave again. Now he doesn't get to become an enchantment after that, but basically he's awesome, and then he's with the woods, and then he's awesome again. At which point then he's dead. But that's a lot coming. That's a lot of tempo there for you. We got Esika's Chariot, which is Esika's Chariot. I gotta say, I like the set Kaldheim. Esika's Chariot was probably the one card I was hoping they would ban. I thought, man, once we make it to what's the set we're on now? Something about New Capenna. Yeah. Once we make it to New Capenna, I thought that's it. They'll finally ban Esika's Chariot. I gotta say, Esika's Chariot isn't the pain in the butt that it used to be. I don't know what it is. Everything else seems relatively okay in comparison to it now. So Esika's Chariot, whatever. But anyways, it's here. It'll do what it does. It's gonna copy some tokens. It'll do what it does. And here is Invoke. Okay, speaking about pretty cool tokens to comment, we got Invoke the Ancients. This card we didn't see it in Kamigawa. I didn't see anybody really playing it that much at all. But lately, there's been a lot of Invoke the Ancients, and I think it's pretty sweet. It only costs 5. That's the thing, is that you see so much green land up there, you think, oh, this thing's super expensive. It's only 5 mana. That's not that bad at all. And you get 2 4/5 green spirit tokens. So that means that you get 2 4/5s for 5 mana. I mean, you're paying 3 for a 4/4, but for 5, you'd expect to get like a, I don't know, what would that be, like a 6/6 or something? Instead, for 5, you're getting 2 4/5s out of the deal. And for each of them, okay, so you can have Vigilance or Reach or Trample for each one of them. They get a choice. It'd be really cool if you had Vorinclex in this one, so that it would be, instead of, no, I think, would he create 2 more tokens? Possibly. So instead of being 2, you get 4 out of the deal. That might be worth putting in here, except for, are you going to have the mana? Well, maybe. Because you got what Old Growth Troll is mana producing, this guy's mana producing, this guy's mana producing, this guy is mana producing, so yeah, maybe you could put some Vorinclex in there. That wouldn't be too bad. We got like 1 man land, we got 1 disenchant land, and we got 20 snow lands. So what is that? 22, and then 23, 24, 28. So that's a lot of land in there potentially. Maybe too much land for something that's mono green, but it's only 22 regular lands. Everything else you could play as regular if you need to. So we got nothing for lessons. So we got nothing in the sideboard, nothing going on. And this is the deck. Let's go see how well it does. Subscribe. All right, we're playing against, what is this? Bustersplash. Bustersplash. All right, we got 2 mana. Well, it'll get us like the vast majority of our hands, so let's keep it. Let's keep it. And we're going up against a Lantern. Oh no, it's a spooky ghost. 3 mana. Ooh, colorless. Let's see, 1 more, and we got 3 snows. Let's flood the board. I'm sure they can't do anything. I can do that. It's not going to do anything right now, so let's just let it go. Nope, another Werewolf pack leader. Sure, let's do that. Oh, green. Green and black. Well, that's interesting that they had so many Field of Runes to start off with. Alright, I can come in for 9 right now. What can I do? Anything to make it even better? 4, Blizzard Brawl, Jugan. Anything good there? Not really. Alright, we got him down to 3. Let's throw out a land. We have to discard something. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Invoke the Ancients? Nope. Let's get rid of Blizzard Brawl. He doesn't really seem to have anything worth shooting. So he's going to pop out a single dude on this turn if he goes for it, which will be his pilot, but he won't be able to do that. And we win! Suck it, Butter Squash. Suck it. Subscribe. And we're playing against nothing. 117. In a pretty swan dress. Alright, we got lots and lots of Master's Rebuke there. Maybe we can make Tangled Florahedron into some sort of a creature of doom. Mwonk. He's got a pretty ball. Touched it. Lair of the Hydra. Yeah, let's do it. What I like about Master's Rebuke is that it's an instant. Doesn't really get anything special, but it just deals damage equal to its power to target. That's not going to help me out too much, is it now? Okay, here we go. Oh, that's not the right thing. I was looking for a land. Sorry. A land. And let's go ahead and Winter of Sculptor. And we are done. Alright. So on this next turn, I'll be able to put out the Esika's Chariot, provided I can keep the Sculptor alive. Oh, that's number 4 right there. I can do that. Duh. Suck it, Shaman! Ghost is gonna suck it, Kikijiki. I'm sorry, let me say that again. Who's gonna suck it next? Kikijiki? That bird's got a big butt. How does it stay in the air? Let me get Esika's Chariot up, ramped up. Then I'll be able to use it for the Master's Rebuke. Of course, he's got a second one. I guess I got 2 of them, right? Don't connive. Come on. Don't connive. No conniving. I guess you can connive by 1. That's all you get. Yoink! Double yoink! I don't care. You're not going to get through it, dude. That's 4 points. Connive's only going to get you up 1 more. You might as well hold on to it. Yoink! And we go! There's me cow! Suck it, nothing! Suck it! Subscribe. Alright, we're playing against the HumaneZombie. We got 4 mana, we got some landfall action there. Let's take it. Keep. Opponent goes first. I'm not going to have my fish synchronized with your fish. Poke a dragon in the eye. Make sure that your opponent die. White. Weenie. All right, we got another slow boy here. All right, so if my guy can make it through a round, we'll be able to kill out the intrepid adversary. Gonna end some Naya action right now. That's holding me together, making me think things are relatively cool. Excellent. All right, here is 3 mana. We'll go for a nice Master's Rebuke. And then we'll roll in for an attack. Fourth land will get us into... Ooh, that's not good. Esika's Chariot. No attacks, and turn. We'll be able to take out Golgari on the next turn. Another one of those jerks. So we're playing against, what, Naya Humans? Is that the deal here? It was actually a really great deck. In fact, I think it's supposed to be the #1 deck right now. Yeah, down to 2. Not good. I mean, this game is practically over at this point. But I can do this. Block it, suckerfish. And that's it. I mean, I can't do anything about the flyers. Which means I'm taking at least 4 damage on this turn. And you guys can't touch this. Boop, 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 boop. Suck it. Defeat. Subscribe. Alright, here we are with Mono Green Stompy. It's been a while since I played one. I thought this would be super cool. The thing I liked about this deck was, you know, we've always seen Blizzard Brawl. Blizzard Brawl is fantastic, by the way. It's fantastic. Because as long as you're playing with Snowlands, you'll be able to get that +1 and the Indestructible, and they fight each other and all that great stuff, which is usually just a slam dunk. But in this case, we had also Master's Rebuke. And Master's Rebuke is an instant. You don't get all that other stuff. But what it is that you're not doing a fight, so therefore your guy has no skin in the game at all whatsoever. You're just dealing as damage to another creature, or Planeswalker at that. And it's an instant. So it has not as quite of the pluses that Blizzard Brawl gets with all the snows, but on the other hand, there's a lot of benefits to it. And so having both Blizzard Brawls and Master's Rebuke and having 8 total, I thought this is going to be cool. This is going to be super cool. Now the problem is when we did play it, it's like, even though there were 8 of them, we weren't getting them as often as I'd like. Like, I'd like to see maybe even 4 more in here. They say if you really want to get cards a lot, you got to have at least 12 of them in here. And, yeah, I felt like we were kind of really light on the whole direct damage kind of thing. But the thing about Mono Green Stompy is you got to be creature heavy as well. And so if we take out another slot of creatures, then that's we're kind of cutting away from it. I really like the combo action between Invoke the Ancients and the Esika's Chariot. I like the fact that we're able to put out these 2 spirit tokens, or 4/5s, and that we're making copies of them. Because it's better than having a 2/2 token creature that you just copied, a 4/5 token creature you just copied. That's what I like about Invoke the Ancients. And it's not that expensive. You look at it, you see all those greens, and you think, oh my god. But the problem is that's only, it's 4 greens and 1. It's 5 mana. And it's not that hard to get here. We got tons of mana over here. We have the Old Growth Troll that helps you with mana. The Tangled Florahedron that helps you with mana. Sculptor of Winter helps you with mana. We got a lot of mana help here. So even Jugan defends the temple. We're really pushing it. As a matter of fact, for the amount of mana that we do have the ability to get to, we're really not pushing it that far enough. We really could go for something a little bit stronger than that. Esika's Chariot really does seem like the muscle to this deck. It's the engine that keeps a lot of stuff here going. We're putting out some counters. Usually, its own cats. We got these guys. I guess potentially even that 1/1 monk if you're in a pinch, right? But yeah, this is the engine that keeps a lot of stuff going right there. Old Growth Trolls, always super cool. Werewolf Pack Leader, I don't know. It's all right. It's 2, you get 33 out of the deal. I suppose that's the reason why it's in here, because it's a pretty sweet green card for its power level. Allows it, punch is a little on the high side for where it's at. And it has the ability to grow, which is pretty cool. Plus you get a card draw if you're attacking with a total power base of 6 and greater. So yeah, this is pretty standard green. It's got a nice mid-rangey ramp to it. The best thing about it to me was the fact that we got to double up on those direct fight cards. So we got to get a little bit more action in there. Like the one game where they were holding out with a couple of, 4/4s or something like that. I don't even think it was that, like 2 3s or something, I forget. But I was able to just use 2 of the Master's Rebukes after pulling out the Esika's Chariot, and then just nailing both those guys, which just cleared the field. And they had nothing going on, and we were just rolling in. That was glorious. So, yeah, so there it is. I kind of get the impression, I feel like this could be tightened up a little bit more. I think you need to maybe make a deck that's, you got to make it your deck. And if I were to play this more in the future, I would definitely need to swap out a couple of things. But it's really close to being super good. Obviously, this thing had like a 5.0 rating on the, what site did I get this at? At MTGA Zone. So it was like 100% win. Somebody thought it did very well. I know when playing this, it did very well. It didn't do 100% type of thing, but still, it was a pretty good deck. I'm going to rate this thing an A-, just because it was good. I just didn't think it was like super good. It was definitely in that, like, you're going to want to play it. If you're looking for mono green, this stuff is doing really well. But you're definitely going to want to kind of tinker with it to make it what works for you, because it's not like there's the best deck out there. It's the best deck for you, and that's what matters. You got to worry about how you play, how you feel it, and how it works. But this is a really good starting place for that. So take this deck, make some tweaks, and I'm sure you're going to love it as much as I did. That's all for now. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, I want you to have a great day. In the words of my people, word to your mother. Bye.